I am the earth. I am the light. I set myself free.
Now this emotion that you feel, it's really an interesting thing because you could give it lots of different names depending upon what's happening in your life. But one label would suit it just as well, and that is, it is discernment. It is an indicator of alignment or not. You see, who you really are is someone who through life has come to know only love. That's what source is. So when you find a reason to hate, no matter how justified it seems in your physical standards, as you stack everybody up and say these are desired behaviors and these are undesired behaviors, we know there are some very, very undesirable behaviors around you on your planet. And it seems logical from your physical format to sort them into piles and to condemn the most undesirable of them. But what happens in the first or last time that you attempted that is that as you proclaim something unwanted, undesirable, and you feel your hatred or your malice or your fear about it, that emotion that you are feeling is not an indication of the degree of badness of your object of attention. It is something so much simpler than that. It is your indicator of your personal, internal disagreement with your own source. Because source, whether you like it or not, loves those that you hate. Esther said to us, Abraham, come on. You saw that. You don't really love that about that person, do you? And we say, if we cannot find a lovable aspect, we look somewhere else. In other words, we do not stand in a place of pushing against. And the larger part of you does not stand in a place of pushing against. So when you decide that you are going to utilize your emotional guidance system, what you're actually saying is, all right, I get it. I was non-physical energy. I came into this body as an extension of non-physical energy, of source energy, of that which man calls God, for the very express purpose of sifting through variety in order to inspire myself to an awareness of further expansion. Is that right? We say, yes, that's exactly right. And then you say, all right, so I'm in my physical body. I'm sorting through the contrast. I know what I don't want. I give birth to what I do want, but I can't easily focus on what I do want because it's a new vibration. Is that right? That's right. And it's easier for me to focus upon what I don't want because I do that more often. We say, that's right. But right there, you have the ability to lean in the direction of what you do want. And here is the best reason that we can ever give you for deciding to do that. You can't feel good otherwise. And the reason you can't feel good is because your life caused the larger part of you. Remember, that's us. That's where we come in. Your life in your physical body caused expansion of source. And source stands, the larger part of you, holding steady to that newfound place that you have carved out, calling you into alignment. And as you move in the direction of that alignment, as you move into this vortex of creation, you feel better and better and better. But if you hold yourself out there beating the drum of the problem, you feel worse and worse and worse. And the reason you feel bad is not because of the problem. The reason you feel bad is because you're depriving yourself of the energy of you. You are the creator of you see. A woman said to us one day, not so long ago, Abraham, my lover left and now I'm sad. And we said, no, you're not. And she said, I beg your pardon? Abraham, my lover left and now I am sad. And we said, no, you're not. And she said, all right, you crazy ghost, listen carefully. She didn't actually say that, but we do read minds. Abraham, I wasn't sad. My lover left. and now I am sad. I am sad because my lover left. And we said, you are sad because in your relationship with this person, in knowing what you don't want, you created a vibrational relationship that is really what you want. And as you focus upon the absence of your lover, you deprive yourself of vibrational alignment with who you really are. You're sad because you're not up to speed with who you are, and you're blaming it on the fact that your lover left. But since you can't control what your lover's doing, you can't control what anyone is doing, don't you think that it is prudent to understand that you are not sad because of something somebody else is doing? You're sad because in that behavior you created an improved version that you're not focused upon. You cannot focus upon the absence of what you want and feel good. You are sad because you're focused upon the absence of what you want. And she said, yes, I'm sad because I'm focused upon the absence of what I want, and the reason that I'm focused upon the absence of what I want is because what I wanted went away. What I wanted went away. I'm sad because what I wanted went away. And we said, no, you're not. You're sad because you're focusing on the absence of what you want. And she wants to shout at us, but Abraham, don't you get it? If my lover would come back, then I wouldn't have to do that. Of course we get it, but you can't make your lover come back. And if your happiness is dependent upon what somebody else does, you're in deep doo-doo. That is a conditional love that most of the world is living. The world says, I can never be happy again now that healthcare has passed. I can never be happy again. I can never be happy again that I didn't win this argument. And we say, out of every struggle comes more definition of what is wanted. But isn't it strange that nearly 100% of the population goes off in a corner and pouts when their lover leaves, instead of understanding that their lover leaving was the best thing that ever happened to them, because when that lover left, they put a better lover in their vortex. And they are sad right now. They are sad right now because they are vibrationally discordant to the better lover that they've put into their vortex. This woman wasn't sad because her lover left. She was sad because her new and improved lover was over here in the vortex of creation with law of attraction, gathering all cooperative components, and she's not a cooperative component. And she thinks that she cannot be a cooperative component until her lover shows up. And we say your lover cannot show up until you become a cooperative component. And that really is the message of law of attraction. You have come into this body and you are expanding like crazy. And you have created a new and improved version of you. You are the creator of you. You have created you in relationship to prosperity, and you in relationship to vitality, and you in relationship to clarity, and you in relationship to your loves, your lovers, you in relationship to all relationships. You have created you in relationship to how you live and where you live and what your lifestyle is. You have created the new and improved version of you, and you've got to be up to speed with it, or you will deprive yourself of the expansion that you have already carved out. And it is your own personal deprivation depriving you of you that equals 100% of all negative emotion that you feel. Don't you love knowing that? So you say, Abraham, I'm sad. I'm sad because I'm depriving myself of the me that I really am. And we say, that's the first step. Understanding what your negative emotion is. And when you understand what it is, now you know what to do about it, because you don't have to wait for your lover to come back, or your ship to come in, or the money to be downloaded into your bank account. You don't have to wait for the manifestation. You have the ability to feel good because you want to feel good. But you do not have the ability to set your radio dial on 6:30 a.m. and hear what's being broadcast on 98.7 FM. You've got to turn your frequency, you've got to tune your frequency to what you want, which means you have to be willing to let go of some of the conversation.